Hey, hi, Glenn here at the workshop at the Gardens, and I wanted to walk you through this little kiln I put together last winter, temporary kiln to dry 3 slabs that we turned into a brewery top that we took out to the Last Mile Brewery in Rapid City, South Dakota. Pretty simple concept if you have any idea what kilns do. They pull moisture out of wood. So I kind of created maybe 2 chambers. The bottom is where the wood sits and the air will go by. The top is where the heat source and the fan will sit, and it will push the warmer air through the top and down the end through the logs. And you can kind of see down on the bottom right there is some baffles, and that kind of baffles constricts the air a little bit, so it keeps the warm air around the slabs. And right at the end, that white is just a simple home style dehumidifier, and that's what's going to be pulling our moisture out. As we kind of put it all together, I used just some simple tape, housing tape, to close off all of the seals. If I wasn't able to, like right here, I used a little bit of silicone down on the bottom because I couldn't get tape in there. And so when I was done, the whole big cube, I guess you would call it, was airtight, so we didn't have any moisture going in from the outside. This is also happening in the winter months here in Minnesota, and we have a really low relative humidity. There's the heat lamps. Those are on a thermostat. I set them for 95 degrees, right around 100. So the wood was going to be baking at that, and then I wrapped the whole thing with a second layer of extruded styrofoam, the nice insulation. All of it is reusable, so I'm using it for something else. And yes, I had to have a little bit of fun. I named this temporary kiln the Me Drive. Yes, I know, you get it. Anyways, it's the Me Drive 495. See that in a second. If you know what the 495 stands for, leave me a comment down below. So we've had this kiln going for quite some time. The wood went in at about 17% moisture. It had been cut and sitting in the log yard for 4 years. I know you can talk amongst yourselves whether wood dries out sitting in the round or not, but it did have quite a few weeks inside here, just allowing that surface moisture, that free moisture to let go. For the first couple of days, we had a heavy flow of water coming out of our hose from the dehumidifier. You can kind of see the remainder of the water all the way down almost to the floor drain. That stopped 5 days ago. So we're going to be taking the kiln apart today, pulling the slabs out, and we'll walk you through what we got. Okay, over on the end of the kiln here, I did a couple of things. We've got the hose that is coming from the dehumidifier out. We have each of this is the cable, the power cord for the dehumidifier. This blue one is running the fan itself. And these 2 cords right here, this is what the thermostat has set on for the heat lamps, and I ran it through another extension cord just so I could get the LED light to show me when it was on. And after this kiln got up to temperature, it barely turned on. So I think just the heat from the dehumidifier was actually enough to keep it going. And if I feel in right there, I can just feel the nice warmth. The thermostat was set at 95 degrees. In here in the shop with the tube heater up here, we're running, I'm only keeping the shop at about 55 degrees, which is pretty warm in Minnesota for a shop. Okay, so we're going to take this thing apart and we'll go from there. That's going to do it for the drying. Say hi to Ben. Ben's here from the Duck Hill Sawmill and the Duck Hill Workshops. He's going to help with the next phase of what I'm doing, is actually gluing 2 of these slabs together before they head to the brewery. Anyways, if you have any questions about what we did in drying these slabs, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.